Hello my crafty friends, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. This is Sheree, my channel is Turquoise Dreaming, and today I'm here to show you a flip through of this journal, which is going to be a giveaway on my channel, celebrating 7,000 subscribers. Yes, so I mentioned that I looked up one day and I thought, oh, I have 7,000 subscribers. I should do a giveaway. And I have been wanting to do some blank journals, and so I use this little journal as a guinea pig that I'm going to give away. It's a guinea pig because I kind of want to, help me to figure out how I would want to do the blank journal. So like this was intended to be a blank journal, and so it helped me figure out like how do I want to do future blank journals. And so I've deemed or dubbed June as a blank journal month for myself, because I had been wanting to make these and I wanted to do some before July, because in July I want to do Christmas in July. This year I didn't do it last year, but I did it the year before. And, it is fun. So, yeah, June's going to be blank journal month. So I'm going to see how many blank journals I can make and put in my eBay shop. But let me show you this one. It turned out super cute. And so, yeah, I made it out of this little golden book, Snow White book, and it was a vintage book, and you can see the cute cover. It had a little barcode here, which I put a little patch of the fabric that I used on the spine. I put it here. This is some of that fabric I brought home and showed you my Thrifty Thursday. Probably, was it last week? I think it was. And the purple, I was like, I'm probably never going to use purple. Well, look what I did. I used some purple. And why did I use purple? Because look at her little, Snow White's little bodice here. That is purple, definitely purple. I thought, oh, I can use my purple, my new purple. And of course, I got all that at the thrift store. If you didn't see that video, I got a bunch of fabric. You can go back last Thursday, probably it was. I believe it was last Thursday. If it wasn't last Thursday, it was the Thursday before. But anyway, yeah, purple there, purple right here in his sleeve. And his hat is even purplish, isn't it? Yeah, so I was like, I looked through that. I didn't have, there wasn't a lot of purple fabric in there, but there was a few pieces, and I thought, perfect. And look what I have. I had this, the piece I pulled out was this piece, as you can see here. And so I had this piece, like, and not a whole lot of it, but, I had this piece. So I had that, and then I had a strip, or like a jelly roll strip. And so that's what I used on the spine, and that's what I'm going to try to use a lot of those jelly roll strips. I'm going to just call them jelly roll strips instead of just jelly rolls. But yeah, this was already a strip that I found. I found it just like this, all these strips at the thrift store. So it was perfect for the spine. So I'm going to try to, I made sure I made the spine so it wasn't too wide so I could use this strip, you know what I mean? So, and then I added the purple rickrack. So it was so fun. Even though it was a blank journal and I didn't get to do a lot of decorating, whoever gets this is going to get to do all the decorating, put in all their own goodies that you've been storing up, if you have some that you've been saving, some things, maybe personal things you've been saving from just your everyday life or traveling or whatever. Your, kids, your grandchildren, your life, whether you have children or not. So let me show you the inside. So I put some pretty paper. This is one of the ones that just had, the regular color here. There was really no writing on it or anything, but if it's that boring color that they usually put on the inside of little golden books, I usually put in some type of pretty paper here. So I put in, you can see this, it's a really pretty paper with purple on it, or different shades of purple, and it has this gold running through it, very pretty. And then I put a regular library pocket here and a piece of that same paper on here and some of the rickrack, and then there's a blank library card there. So this is I'm calling this a blank journal. I don't know if they'll all exactly like this, but they'll be similar. There might be a little less ephemera. You know what I mean? Because a blank journal probably should have less ephemera. Maybe, I don't know. I'll see what develops. But being this is the giveaway, I did want to include some ephemera. So there's 2 signatures. So let me just flip real quick. And the pockets I made by just flipping up the whatever certain of the paper, so I wouldn't have to make a little scrap like that. You know, I just folded it up and made a little pocket. So here's a little paper. Those look like, I was thinking pears, but now they almost look like avocados or something. You can decide what they look like. But there's 2 little places to write there. This is like graph paper on the back, and I have a little sticker right there, and it says date. So just a little writing spot there. And there's the scrapbook paper I use in here is one-sided, so you'll have the white side to use as you wish, you know. So it's like wide open for whatever you want to put down, pictures, you know, other papers, or cards, you know, just whatever. This is just some pretty blue, actually this is a blue scrapbook paper. See, it's got white on the back. All the pages from the book are in here, so you'll be able to see the copyright, which is over here. I mentioned it yesterday. Is this 1940? Is this the one that said 1948? But I didn't think it was 1948. Yeah. I don't think it's really that old, but that's what it says, so whatever. It is what it is, whatever it is. So yeah, all the pages are in here. Scrapbook paper here with a little flip up. And a little envelope I made out of a book page. It's just see, there's the inside of the text right there, you can see, but I just like this page. I thought it was pretty, this with these colors, so I had that in my stash and I put that in there. Page from the book here. This book had all nice pages. It's really all in good condition, but just this one page right here, I think this is the only one, had a rip, and I used, it's really cool because I actually used because I had to cut down the pages a little bit, and so I used masking tape to hinge them back together, and you can see it here, but you almost can't see it. It really blends in with the color of these pages. And then I put it here, and I was like, oh, we're not going to be able to see if somebody actually wants to read this. You're not going to be able to see the words. And then I put it down. I was like, oh, you can see right through it. So you can see the words right here. There's a little tear there. So I just reinforced it on this side only. I didn't reinforce it on this side. You can put another piece there if you want, but I don't think it's really necessary. And this is a pretty piece of stationery, like the kind of paper you use for your computer and you print out a letter on it. That's what this is. And I've had this for a long time. I found this when I first started thrifting, pretty much like I'm going to say 8 years ago, and I still have a few pieces of it, and I just always thought it was so pretty. And I spritzed the back of this with some blue food coloring. And this is this is not a pocket over here, it's just a little piece I folded up, so I didn't have to cut that off, and just adds a little decoration and color. And there she is, Snow White. And then this is blue paper, so this is just a pretty piece of blue paper. This is from an atlas, some map. This is a pocket here. So this is the center, but there's a pocket on this side, a little pocket, and I put one of my big index cards in there that I sewed on a piece of fabric. So that is in there. And then there's the center. And then there's a little pocket over here, and this is just one of my, what I call my fabric samples, so I just put a little piece of fabric on there, on this scrapbook paper. This is cardstock, and so you can write under there, whatever you want to do. But yeah, it's just cardstock scrapbook paper with a little fabric sample. So back half of this first signature, page from the book. All the pages from the book, I liked all the scenes on them, so I kept them all in here. Like if there's something like in Bambi, there's a couple pages that I don't like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want them in my journal, so I don't put them in a journal that I make. And there's a couple in I think it's Sleeping Beauty that I don't like, with where Maleficent looks really mean, and I don't put those in my journals either. I take those out. So yeah, but all these were okay. She's just like mirror, mirror on the wall here, so that was fine. Scrapbook paper here. And the pages are probably not in order. I just tried to put them back together, you know, how they come out of the book into, but if you put them back in like that, they're not in order. So they're not in order, but they're all in here. And they're really, like I said, very pretty pages. And here's a bookmark that I found, you know, everything in here is, the scrapbook paper was new, but that I put in here. And all the other papers in the book I got at thrift stores. There's no, well, there is one printed thing in here. I'll show you when I get to it. This is just a little piece of ephemera that I backed on some paper. This is from a garden book, I think. And this is, I got an index card, so you have writing space on the back. Pretty piece of pink scrapbook paper. So it's pink, pretty pink on the side and white over here. Children's primary writing paper. This is scrapbook paper. Pocket over here. And here I've got an index card. And I left this was bound into a little spiral book. So I just left the little holes on that there so you can decorate that or write on it, whatever you want to do. Pockets you can decorate. You can do some painting. Pages like this are good to paint on if you wanted to do some painting. This is an index page from an atlas. Those are nice thick pages. This is a bingo card that I got used on my cruise, and as you can see I didn't win anything, and brought it home and made it into a tag / journaling spot, and got a little ticket there on the top. That ticket was for my cruise too, by the way. They were giving out tickets for some drawing or something, and I didn't win anything on the cruise, believe me. Not even a slot machine. So yeah. Let's see. So yeah, cute pages from the book. This is another like flower power that I found early on. Computer paper. I can't believe I still have some in this. It might be the end of it here. I turned it over there as a little decoration. And this side is spritzed also on that. I think this one's blue or green. It's a pretty color. Pocket here. I have this is a tag or drawing card made out of a time card. Some Monopoly money, little pieces of fabric there. So that is in there. And then the center of this signature. Pocket here. This is the thing I printed. I just had seen this online and I thought it was cool. It's like from a children's, it looks like it's from a children's magazine. I don't know. But I thought it was cool, so I made a little tag out of it. So that is in there. You could cut it up if you wanted to. But I didn't cut it here because this Katie Puzzles goes over into this section, so I didn't want to cut it there, but you can cut it up if you want to. And then here's another one of those index cards with the, you know, it was in a spiral little notebook, and I just added some things to this. That's a sticker, and this is a piece from something, scrapbook paper or something. And then page from the book. So back half of this second signature here. Aren't those pretty? Here she's celebrating with Prince Charming, and it just says the prince and the dwarfs. That index page from the atlas. Here in this pocket I have a princess little invitation to a princess party. It's like a let's party. But I just thought this was cute, and this is, you know, Snow White's one of the Disney princesses, so I thought this would be cute in here. And this is actually the envelope that came with it, but it doesn't fit in this pocket. So I just laid it right here for you to, like, you could glue it down somewhere, say, and make a flip out envelope, or actually glue it down like that and have a little pocket. Whatever somebody wants to do, but it's right here, just kind of sitting there, and next to the card. And here is the rest of this journal, signature. Pocket here. This is one of my old receipts that I made into journaling spots. It's backed with, this one's backed with coffee dyed paper. And this is from 1954. It's got a little mushroom sticker right there, and it's sewn around. And then this right here is a little, like a notebook, but it doesn't have any extra pages. You could put extra pages in there, or you could glue it down somewhere. Write in it, whatever you want to do. Make it into a tuck spot and write in it, you know. Glue it here, and then you can tuck something there. But, oh, this is a little sticker on there. It looked like it was on there. I forgot that I put that on there because it goes with that orange right there. Looks like it belongs there. I guess it does. And then the back cover here, this pocket I made out of this paper was extra, you know, cut off. So I made a library pocket. I just thought that was so pretty. This back piece of scrapbook paper that I used the same piece of scrapbook paper, you know, and just cut it in half. I used half in the front, half in the back. But this piece back here didn't have any gold running through it. So I thought, well, let me use that cutoff that has some gold running through it. And that'll kind of spruce this up back here. So I think it really did. I really think I love that paper. That's from a Hobby Lobby pad that I'm going to be showing you this Thursday in my Hobby Lobby haul. And, oh, this is a tag. Just with the colors. Went with little purples and things in here. So I thought, so that is in there, and that's the journal. So like I mentioned, this is going to be a giveaway journal celebrating 7,000 subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe so you can enter the giveaway. So all you're going to I'm going to do it in about a week. I'll decide on the date. I don't have a calendar in front of me right now, but I'll put it in the description box when I fill it out for this video. And so you know, this, you have to say certain things when you do a giveaway on YouTube. And this, by the way, one of the things recently people have been saying is it doesn't have anything to do with YouTube. It's not any kind of sponsorship or anything. It just is just me giving away a journal, right? And you have to be 18 or over and be a subscriber. Like this video and put a comment in the comments so that I know you want to enter. So yeah, just put a comment down there. Doesn't matter, whatever. But just make sure you're a subscriber. It's really easy for me to look at subscribers now. They have them, if you hadn't noticed, or I guess you all can see it. I can see it too. Or I can see it where I go into my YouTube and it says right under my kind of main banner, it says your subscriber. So I think all I have to do is click on that now. You used to have to dig for them, but now I think you just click right there and I can see all my subscribers. So I will be checking if I don't recognize your name. So, because, you know, this is us. We're celebrating together. You all helped me reach 7,000 subscribers by being subscribers. So it's you know, an award or a reward or whatever you want to call it for you all. And it's me celebrating with you all. So, you know, that only makes sense that you would need to be a subscriber to win this journal, right? So anyway, I'll put the date of the drawing in the description box. So if you want to check that out, but make sure you hit the bell so that when I do make the winning announcement, you will get, you know, notifications of the video. You'll get notifications of all my videos if you don't have that bell clicked right now. But I mean, if you don't have it clicked, you won't get a notification, but you need to have it clicked so that you will get a notification so that you can come and see if you're the winner. You know what I mean? I see all people all the time that they do a giveaway and then the person never comes back and gives them, you know, their address or whatever, and then they have to do another draw. That's what happens. People don't realize they've won, and maybe they don't know, you know, you do what you can to contact people, but there's only so much you can do. If you don't have their email, or, you know, you can reply to their comment, but sometimes that's all you can do. And if they never check back, then they don't know they've won. So yeah, make sure that bell, you're subscribed and the bell is, you know, clicked all. And then all the other goodies, which I will list again instead of saying them all again for you. I won't repeat myself. And I'll list them all in the description box in case you want to make sure you did everything. And so I appreciate everybody getting me to 7,000. And, here on we go, right? So thank you for watching. And stay tuned for more blank journals. Like I said, June is going to be blank journal month. The price is going to be lower because they are blank journals. And if you want one, you can get one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.